Hello and welcome back to the Average Joe podcast. Of course, I'm your host here, Joe, and today we're talking the 9 to 5 guy. Because I feel like we're overlooking this guy, and he's your average guy. This is the guy you're really more so likely to run into, and how we can start trying to maybe cultivate or turn this guy into maybe that 1%, or maybe build him to be what we want. Because if we're all kind of chasing the same guy, like that kind of, ruins the odds for all the other guys out there that we could possibly be working with. These 9 to 5 guys, they have a stable schedule. They're working, the 9 to 5 or the 12 to 8 or the 5 to 5 or whatever it is. It's something you're able to plan your life around a little bit more. It has a little bit more of a stability. It has more consistency. You can do your family dinners. You can, organize your kids in the morning and night. And it's just more of something that has a plan. And it's something you can kind of, cross your T's and dot your I's and find your way you can fit in, or where your family and everything fits in, rather than this 9 to 5 guy who has a schedule that's not timed. You don't know where it could also possibly be fitting in. He has a 24/7, 365, on-call available necessity. So it's, though the 9 to 5 guys, the income it might not be, the 6 figures, $1 million, whatever. It does have room for growth. It does have room for improvement, where you as a woman could possibly find yourself in. And I feel like you also give your chance to have some more emotional and physical availability. You chase you chase that entrepreneur, but you don't understand that his physical and emotional availability might not necessarily be there. Whereas a 9 to 5 guy can't possibly give that to you. Also, I'm not gonna say with certainty, but they're less likely to cheat. They're more likely to be more family oriented, because they're able to spend that time with their kids. They're able to go to the softball games and football games and, everything, and, be at the family dinners. They're able to, be able to devote the time, where, as that entrepreneur could be here today, gone tomorrow. You never know. And I feel like we shouldn't turn away from these guys, because this is a chance for us to possibly build a man. Just like sometimes guys are getting women to kind of build women into, kind of what they want, or to be able to, flow with them, or get on their program. I feel like we can also build a man a little bit. If he's working the 9 to 5 job, see where, you can, maybe get him out to go get another skill, or, get into this little degree program, or maybe, start this little job, or, whatever the case may be for, his own personal growth and development, to where he can turn into that. But we shouldn't all, again, be chasing him. But I think that we as women, sometimes we should be able, to do that. A couple that just got engaged recently, the guy, he made a really good testimony about the woman. He said when he met her, he was down and out. Everything wasn't going right, money, finances, and job. Everything was just up in a roar. But this wasn't, an uneducated man. Again, you're vetting out the guy to make sure there is that room for, for growth. You're not out here going to get no, as they say, Pookies and Ray Rays, or, Jeromes and Tyrones and all of that. You are getting a guy that does have, the potential, or, has the mentality and everything. You are getting that. But this guy, he made it a point to say how much this woman, influenced him, and was able to cultivate him and hone him in, and be a source for where he was able to ground himself and build. And now he has his, 6-figure corporate tech job, and he also now has his business, and, now he's engaged her, and, now they're like a superpower couple. But in the beginning, he made it a point to say it was her. It was a lot of who she was, and how she was able to ground him and, cultivate an environment that could let him be successful. He emphasized that. And I think that's, women, as much as it's, strong, independent, you really can't do it on your own, because you're doing fine, but you, again, wants to do it on your own. You can lean into a man and kind of build him and grow him. And he tells the testimony, it's only 18 months later what they were able to do. And he was able to turn his whole life around, grow from, bank account of 0 to hundreds of thousands, 100,000 plus or whatever, able to give you an engagement reading and able to be the man that she would have wanted. However, she had to grow this broken man. She had to be a rock for him. And I think that, because you get this notion of being the strong black woman and everything, I think we are able to do that. I think we should hone into cultivating and growing men that do deserve it. Again, don't say go getting out losers or guys who's not worth it, but there is a chance for you to grow and develop a man. And I think we shouldn't shun away just because he's not there where he needs to be. I think we can find that diamond in the rough just as men find us. And that same diamond in the rough, somebody they can kind of work with, grow, whatever. I think you can do that. I think you'll be more successful, even a little bit more happier, because the message and everything that this guy said about this woman, it wasn't your typical engagement and your typical, whatever. It was very powerful. He had a lot to say, but how much this woman impacted the trajectory of his life. And I think more women should hone into that, not waiting for that already built man, and being on the opposite side of to be able to grow a man, be able to see him through his trials and tribulations, and be able to guide him. Again, this is a man who's in that path. You know the kind of guy that's ready and willing, because I feel like we can develop and grow more men that way. Because if we're all looking out for the same scholarly guy or whatever, I think that's not fair to us. I think we have a chance at building men because there's more opportunities. There's a lot more regular guys that are approaching us, and that need that chance too. Because I think a lot, as women are out here misguided and confused and everything, a lot of men are as well. And I think we shouldn't shun away from them, just like they shouldn't be shunning away from us and keep going online looking for them IG models that's not checking for them. But I think we, should, hone into that, and I think we could be much better. Those electricians, those plumbers, those construction workers, those IT guys, the 9-to-5 guy behind the receptionist, whatever it is. I think there's always that room for improvement, that room for growth. It is just the right person that's gonna, elevate them. You see with a lot of the celebrities and everything, like the women that have held it down. They'll tell you that even if this woman wasn't able to give me monetarily what I needed, she was able to ground me. She was able to give me a stable foundation that allowed me to grow and be the man that she aspired me to be, and a man I aspired to be for myself. Because a man should be a man. If you got making $50,000 a year and got 4 kids, like, what are you doing with your life? You're a bum. You need to be out here striving. However, the women who laid with this guy to breed all these kids, you should be, there for how we can grow this man so that he, can take care of responsibility, so that he can be in a better position. I think we should be looking at that. But that's, again, some more episodes that how men can, develop to be high value, and just like women can, develop themselves to be more high value, just so that we, can be better versions of ourselves. And I think we can do that more together than we can do apart. And just because you are successful on your own doesn't mean that you can't bring in somebody and you can't do it together, and because there's more unity that way. But this episode is just wrapping up here. But again, I hope that we don't shun away from these 9-to-5 guys, and because we can grow these guys. They have so much room, and they'll give you that emotional and physical availability. They will, they'll give you so much more. Look at Jeff Bezos' wife. She divorced Jeff Bezos to go marry a high school teacher who works a regular schedule, just for her own sanity or whatever, peace of mind, or somebody that could give her that emotional and physical availability. So there's a little bit of truth in this, ladies and everything, ladies and gentlemen. So tune in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Like, subscribe, comment, everything.